We was on this dang train, on this boxcar. As long I can remember, 3 days and 3 nights. No water, no food. It was a hell. It was a hell of a thing.
Half of us, they put in boxcars, and the other half they marched. They had a forced march. And the boxcars, you had about 90 or 100 of us in that boxcar, and then 40 by 8s, just jammed, you know. And I think that's the worst experience that I ever had in my life.
Of course, you know, we never knew what to expect, you know. I mean, of course, as soon as you hit Dachau, I mean, you could smell the burning bodies.
The smell of sweet smoke or burning bodies coming out the chimney.
People died, and they just drug them out of the barracks, and there were wagons setting out in front with corpses on them, you know. And they had a incinerator there.
Bodies all just like lined up timber, you know. I mean, piles and piles. I mean, there were bodies, naked bodies.
Guys that probably weighed, people that probably weighed 150 pounds when they went in, probably didn't weigh 60 when they were through. You could just pick them up by one hand.
Humanity cannot understand what an emaciated body is until they see something like that. It'll stay with you the rest of your life, I'll guarantee it.
Burial pits with probably 1,000 bodies in it, waiting to be covered. You cover with a layer, bring in another layer of bodies, you cover with another layer of dirt, because they didn't have time to burn all of them. You see the concentration camps and the camps where the people died and were burned. It's atrocious to even think.
You know, the Jewish morale stayed high all the way through. They knew they were going to die, maybe, but they never gave up.
I don't know what kept most of them alive except hope.
They marched them people from Buchenwald to Ohrdorf. And if they couldn't keep walking, the guards walk up behind them and shoot them in the head.
We got into one concentration camp where the ovens were still going. The bodies were still not consumed entirely inside.
The Jewish prisoners attacked these guards when they found out that we were coming. When our U.S. infantry got there, they attacked the guards. And they're the ones that killed those German soldier or prisoner, the guards. So that's how those bodies, they were killed by the Jewish prisoners. How they did that, I'll never understand, because they were so emancipated, undernourished, that you can't understand it. But it's just a miracle. Really, it is a miracle.
We finally found out after, when we got to Dachau, what this was all about. We finally realized what we had spent 3.5 years in service for. That anybody could do that to anybody else. That's about what it amounted to, really.
It's a crime that it isn't in the history books, you know, to show what soldiers went through to obtain peace. And the people should appreciate peace in this country.
People that deny the Holocaust, they're not telling the truth. They're just not telling the truth.
Still don't feel like I'm happy about talking about it. I think I'd have kept fighting the war than being a prisoner.
You know, one morning I looked up on a little hill there, and there was the American flag. God, I thank God. I got on my knees. Oh, did I? I thank God for that flag. When I seen that flag, I knew I was saved then.